call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first two as we're off in Week 9. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down, so that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
45. Mike, 45.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hey, check 24.
Now Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Kill. Here we go, 46. Kill. Turn up.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got it, the tight end, Jeff Heuerman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And some room to work. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he finds McDonald. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Play action now, Prescott. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
A loss of a yard. It's now third and 13.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Check 9, check 9. Then we're going to 53.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Eluding the pressure right. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Prescott now from the 50. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Kill.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 31, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bears will get the football back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. A 4-yard pickup that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over.
We're going to 54. Why in?
Check nickel.
26.
First down, Prescott. Washington's got him. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Kill.
Let's go deep. Tighten up. Let's go deep.
Here we go. Going to 54. Why in?
Check safety.
Here we go. Going to 53.
Check three.
26.
Prescott on first down. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Let's go defense. And here we go. 45's the mic.
Here we're going to 53.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Slam.
Sweat. Hey. Here we go. 47.
Silver. 45.
26.
Prescott to throw it. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, watch it.
Check. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Gun.
Motion.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? First down, a run with Cohen. He won't go down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now Trubisky on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Prescott. Hearns brings it in. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go. 180. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, Jay. Ball. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Five.
Here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll be incomplete. Good. Protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, team 6.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Right there. 54. Right there. Go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fitzpatrick. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter, and they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing Fitzpatrick. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Fitzpatrick. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Hey, foxtrot. Let's go.
3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for us.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Prescott now from the 50. Keeps himself upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike, 45. There we go, kill. He's not going to get me. 45. 26.
3rd and long for Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, hey, hey. You got three. You got three. Three down. Three down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Check right 45. Check right 45. Shoot! Shoot!
He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash.
Now Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. In for the score. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Delta.
Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. We're going to 53.
Throwing here, Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
47. Here we go. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Come on. You better bring it.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Switch, switch, switch.
Prescott to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, 10, and he's in for the game-winning score with no time left on the clock.
Touchdown. You got cute, son. He took you to
Still got to be careful of a blocked return here on the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream, maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to